Welcome back, combatants, to our second and final part of Mortal Kombat Fun Facts. In this video, we're continuing our dive into the making of this flick. From hidden details to Easter eggs, we've got some fascinating information to share with you all. So get ready for more surprising stories, clever nods to the games you might have missed, and fascinating details about how they brought the brutal world of Mortal Kombat to life on the big screen. And without further ado, let's get into it. Before the 2021 movie, there were plans for another web series called Mortal Kombat X Generations. This show would have been a follow-up to the earlier web series Mortal Kombat Legacy, which had 2 seasons of its own. Generations was designed to be a prequel to the story of the Mortal Kombat X video game, jumping about 20 years into the future after the events of the 2011 game's rebooted timeline. The series would have focused on a new group of fighters, some of whom were the children of familiar characters like Cassie Cage, daughter of Sonya and Johnny, and Jackie Briggs, daughter of Jax. It also would have introduced newer game characters like Devora and Aaron Black. Like Legacy, Generations was planned to tell self-contained stories each episode. A cast was even assembled, with Louis Tan as Kung Jin, Haley Lou Richardson and Pepe Sanuga as Cassie Cage and Jackie Briggs respectively, Casper Van Dien as Johnny Cage, Gary Daniels as Kano, and even Kari Hiroyuki Tagawa reprising his iconic role as Shang Tsung, alongside Ron Yuan as Hanzo Hasashi and Scorpion, and Ray Park as Aaron Black. The series, however, was eventually cancelled, but remnants of it are still available on YouTube. In the early scene of the movie, when Bi-Han is using his ice powers, you can see that his hand actually bleeds from the intense cold he's generating. However, after he fully becomes the Ice Ninja Sub-Zero, he doesn't bleed anymore when he's using his powers in the final fight with Cole Young. This likely indicates that his body has changed supernaturally, and it's a subtle but effective way of showing his evolution and the extent of his transformation into the iconic cold-blooded warrior. Ludi Lin, who brought Liu Kang to life once more in this reboot, has a long history with the series. Like many fans, he grew up playing the Mortal Kombat 2 video game, experiencing the characters and their stories firsthand. He even watched Robin Shu's portrayal of Liu Kang in the original 1995 movie, and it was then that Shu became one of his heroes. Lin's fandom was so strong that he even skipped school to watch the sequel, Mortal Kombat Annihilation, in theaters. This deep-rooted appreciation for the source material likely fueled Ludi's performance, and his commitment to honoring the legacy of Liu Kang for a new generation of fans. The weapons used by Sub-Zero and Scorpion actually reflect their cultural backgrounds. Sub-Zero, whose character comes from a Chinese lineage in the Mortal Kombat lore, wields a sword based on the Jian. This is a traditional Chinese straight sword with a double-edged blade that has a very long history, going back over 2,000 years. On the other hand, Scorpion's background is Japanese, and one of his main weapons is a katana, a curved, single-edged sword that is deeply associated with Japanese culture and samurai warriors. Kevin Tancharoen, who directed the gritty short film Mortal Kombat Rebirth and the subsequent web series Mortal Kombat Legacy, was initially set to helm the 2021 movie. He was even going to work with Oren Uziel, the writer behind Rebirth, suggesting a potentially darker and more grounded take on the franchise. The initial plan was quite ambitious, aiming for a release in 2013 to coincide with a new Mortal Kombat video game, all with a budget of less than $100 million. However, things didn't go as planned, and the project faced delays due to financial limitations. Eventually, Tancharoen moved on after completing the 2nd season of Mortal Kombat Legacy, paving the way for Simon McQuoid to eventually bring the 2021 film to the screen with a different vision and budget. Screenwriter Greg Russo actually drew inspiration from a significant event in his own life while working on the movie. As he and his partner were expecting their first baby, he started thinking deeply about what it means to be a father. He wondered if he would be a good dad and what kind of parent he would be. These personal questions and feelings found their way into the storyline of Cole Young, who is a new character created for the film. So, Cole's journey in the movie, which involves protecting his family and discovering his own potential, is partly a reflection of the screenwriter's own thoughts and emotions about becoming a parent. Even though Jessica McNamee hadn't played the Mortal Kombat games before getting cast, she really committed to understanding the character. By exploring the deeper history and stories within the Mortal Kombat universe, beyond just the movie's script, she was able to truly grasp the intense hatred Sonya felt towards Kano. This helped her bring more depth and conviction to her performance. Also, a cool detail about Sonya's character in the movie is that her collection of knives wasn't just any set of blades. They were designed with a special Damascus pattern, which has a beautiful, wavy look that's meant to remind you of flowing water, adding a unique visual element to her weaponry. During the intense confrontation between Jax and Sub-Zero, Sub-Zero uses his ice powers to freeze and shatter the barrel of Jax's gun just at the moment when Jax fires. This was a direct nod to a similar scene in the very first Mortal Kombat movie from 1995, where Sonya Blade also tries to use her gun against Sub-Zero, but he quickly freezes it. By recreating this action, the filmmakers of the 2021 movie are paying homage to a memorable moment from the original that fans would remember. Bianca Van Damme, daughter of the famous martial artist and actor Jean-Claude Van Damme, actually auditioned for the role of the fierce character Mileena in the 2021 movie. The reality television series Jean-Claude Van Damme, Behind Closed Doors, showed a glimpse of Bianca preparing and training for this audition. The role of Mileena, however, would eventually go to CeCe Stringer. The first Sub-Zero's name is Bi-Han. Interestingly, the name Bi-Han in Chinese actually translates to something like escape cold or avoid cold, which is quite ironic because Bi-Han's whole identity and power set as Sub-Zero are centered around his ability to control and create ice. He's the very embodiment of cold. WWE superstar Mike "The Miz" Mizanin was vocal on social media about his disappointment that Johnny Cage was absent from Mortal Kombat 2021. He expressed a strong interest in playing the character in a future installment, even going as far as training for the role, practicing Cage's signature kicks and splits. Interestingly, Ed Boon, co-creator of Mortal Kombat, acknowledged Miz's enthusiasm and responded saying, "Guy makes a compelling case." This fueled fan speculation that Miz could be considered for the role in a sequel. However, the part ultimately went to Karl Urban, who was officially cast as Johnny Cage in Mortal Kombat 2. The popular character Johnny Cage does not appear in this film, but a poster depicting him from the waist down is shown at the end of the movie. Producer Todd Garner explained in a pre-release interview that Cage was intentionally saved for a sequel, as his big personality would be difficult to pair with another strong presence like Kano. Garner described Cage's inclusion in a sequel as, quote, "a big stick and carrot that maybe they'll let me have." Originally, the film's ending was scripted to show Cole Young and Sonya Blade arriving at a studio lot to meet Cage, but this scene was scrapped due to COVID-19 related filming difficulties. The character Rain was originally included in the script but was ultimately cut from the film. Director Simon McQuoid explained that Rain was only written for one scene, but the scene was deemed too expensive for the minor role he would have played in the story. And that wraps up our dive into some of the coolest and most intriguing facts about the 2021 Mortal Kombat movie. If you enjoyed uncovering these combat secrets, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Your support helps the channel grow and produce more exciting videos about your favorite flicks. And make sure you hit that subscribe button, as there are a whole roster of exciting and cool videos coming your way, delving into the worlds of movies, games, and beyond. So stay tuned, and until next time, thanks for watching, stay sharp, and we'll see you in the next video.